Let's get somewhat tipsy.
He sounds somewhat tipsy.
He does. He does. Oh, we are back.
I've missed this week.
Yeah.
It's been
a long month, I think.
It's been a long year already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we signed the papers on the new restaurant New Year's Eve, and it is
New Year's Day.
Was it New Year's Day?
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
We drove down there New Year's Day and signed the paperwork, and I feel like it's been 2 years already since we've done that.
It does. The amount of gray hairs that have arrived.
Look at my beard; it's gray.
But it's been fun. We've, trials, tribulations. You're going to have fun with it, and you're going to stress out about it. And anytime you're opening a new business, it's going to kick you in the nuts every once in a while.
Every once in a while?
Well, every day.
Nah, it's been great. It's been getting better and better, and the food quality's been great, and the compliments we've been getting moving forward has been great.
Yeah, it improved a lot from, we had a rough month, for our soft opening. But we're able to pull ourselves out of that. You got a new chef in who's been absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, flavors have been there. And
the uniqueness too is what I like the surf and turf burrito and the
smash burger
tacos.
It is delicious.
Yes.
But I'm excited today. We've been trying to it's one of my best friends in the world. We've known each other.
I thought I was your best friend.
You are. That's why I said one of my best friends in the world.
I just want to make sure I'm still in that category.
But me and Good Breakfast we've known each other, God, I think since like 2007, 6, somewhere around there.
20 years.
Yeah, holy shit, really?
20 years, buddy.
I don't like math.
Let's start off with breakfast. Tell me about breakfast. I got to hear what breakfast is. It's like breakfast without the K?
Breakfast.
No,
man. And thank you guys for having me. I really do appreciate it. This is been looking forward to this. My Twitter handle is it's at Good Breakfast, but it's under the title Grits and Football. So grits, just like the food in football, because I do a lot of Southern cuisine, a lot of barbecue, and man, I love the game of football. Grew up playing it and tweet a lot about it, and but my page is primarily, I would say, 90% food. The occasional fart joke, the occasional smarmy comment.
Food and football.
What's that?
Food and football.
Food and football, man. I mean, it's really tough to beat. But it's a lot of fun, man. We're on that crazy world known as X.com, the everything app, and it's as we were talking about before, it's the wild, wild west. And,
I was about to ask your team, but I'm seeing your hat there.
Yeah, I have been cursed or blessed to be a Titans fan. I live just south of Nashville in Franklin, Tennessee, and man, it's been tough. It's been tough. We got to the AFC Championship under Vrabes, traded AJ Brown, and it's been downhill ever since, man.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, and no problem. Enjoy.
AJ's brought me great success.
If I hear "Go Birds" one more time from this guy, you could go back to being his best friend.
Listen, Joe and I text on Sundays, and I see that text pop up ball game, and I know he's having success, and I'm probably stress eating or
down
trying
by
to
42.
eat my feelings. Oh, dude, awful. But got a regime change in Music City with Saleh and Dable and fresh perspective. So we'll see. I mean, the Callahan experience was god awful. It just too big for his britches, I think. And so we move on. We keep trying, and that's all we can do here. But getting back to my kind of my Twitter, my profile, all that stuff, guys. Dude, it's mainly about barbecue and. Really funny. I would have never thought this, but X has just this corner of the World Wide Web, this little corner of X that has this huge just home grilling, home barbecue, traditional methods of coal and wood. And man, that really is my passion is just sharing techniques and people asking for tips and giving tips and all that stuff, and kind of built myself up a great following and a great barbecue family. So it's really fun, man. It's something I look forward to every day. I'm a tester for it's called Dad Seasonings. The guy Todd out of Loganville, Georgia, found me like right after COVID, guys, and I was just kind of tinkering around, bored, you know, taking sips of booze and playing with my grill and started posting some stuff out there, and we connected, and I've been a tester for them pretty much ever since, man. And we've been able to make some awesome seasonings, and now we're on Amazon. We do a lot of sales off the website itself. So I've been able to do that, and I'm up to my ears in Dad Seasoning, which is great, and I get to do what I love and share it and just have fun with it, man.
That's awesome, because it kind of, at least for me, kind of came out of nowhere when we were talking the
Me
one
too.
day. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, like the podcast, I think at that point we had like 10,000 followers. It was the beginning. And he's like, that's all? What can we talk about? Then he tells me his. I'm like, oh, why, we got to catch up.
You see, on the opposite end of the spectrum, like I have probably 100 Instagram, and dude, I haven't checked my Facebook in like a year. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm primarily just on X right now, and that's where the online barbecue home grillers, just dudes playing with fire and trying to cook some good meals, kind of all came together, and it's like I said, man, it's been really, really fun, and been fun watching you guys and your shows. And when I do get on Instagram, since I have such a small following and I follow this podcast, it's like every other flip, and it's just a funny clip of you guys just chopping it up. So it's cool to see.
Love it.
Yeah, man.
Now, Dad Seasoning, you said they reached out to you, right? Now,
we connected. Yep.
Are you kind of having your input on different seasonings and trying different stuff out? And it's like, hey, this on this brisket, something like that. Is that kind of what you're doing with them?
That's basically what it is. Ball game. I mean, it's so we have a group text. It's me and the founder owner Todd and another home cook out of California who is just a master on this itty bitty Weber kettle. He just makes magic with it, and we actually started kind of a little side, I guess, brand of dads called Tres Padres, because we're all dads, so three fathers. So it's called Tres Padres by Dad Seasoning, and we all communicate together, and one of us will have an idea like, hey man, we need a hatch chili based dry rub. Like what ideas do you got? And Todd, who is just a master magician with flavors, we'll put together a concept, like higher garlic, lower salt, this kind of pepper, this organic green chili, and get it from traditional sources, put it together. He'll send it out to us, and we'll test, and we test for him, and we give our feedback. And man, we may go through 4 or 5 different versions of it and just tweaking it along the way until we get to that final product we think is ready to roll. And he gets with his distributor, and he makes his own labels and for his distributor, and then we start cooking with it and really go through social media for a lot of the marketing, man. I mean, the proof really is in the pudding. When you got a couple guys, with Weber kettle grills and Kingsford charcoal that are using this rub and making, really good food with it, with really quality ingredients. It has no junk in it or fillers or anything like that. Then people are like, let's give it a shot, and so, not only do we show what we do, and how the process works to making those flavors, but we're always getting feedback from that community, that online presence on, this is great, or, maybe you guys should try this or that. And so it really is fluid and interactive in terms of just from start to finish, the process from, an idea to that first version to the final version to, the people buying it and the customers and giving their feedback. And, ultimately, man, it's been incredibly well received because you got a nice mix of cultures with, the owner being from Georgia and, he's got flavors down there and I grew up with certain Southern flavors. And of course, I'm Italian heritage. And so I got a lot of Italian roots. And then Scott being out in California and having those type of flavors out there. And so we can all kind of bring our ideas together to make these final products. And it really is a fun process, man.
Yeah. And have you been smoking a lot, or are you doing base grill?
Both, everything, man. I mean, sometimes you're going for that 12-hour brisket. Sometimes, God, I just want a ribeye, so it really just depends. And I like to mix it up a little bit. I probably use charcoal grilling or smoking at minimum 3 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week. And 9 times out of 10, it's both weekend days. And I'll be, posting along in my progress and what I'm making that day. And it really is great. And the line of seasonings we have, it'll cater to the quick steak guy, to the in the kitchen cast iron pan guy, or, you're up to competition and your big stick burner smokers out in Texas. So it really does check all those boxes, regardless of what you really, what your wheelhouse is, what you want to cook. So, yeah, definitely a mix of both. Just the flat charcoal grilling with wood or cowboy cooking to, using bigger smokers, stick burners, whatever you may want to call it, with those longer smokes, those 10 to 12 hour smokes.
Now, have you guys gotten into the taco world?
The taco world.
I know where you're going with this, Joe. I know exactly where you're going with this.
Yeah. You sound like you have a close connection to tacos.
I kind of love some tacos.
I think we need to be on that list that gets mailed out the ingredients to try it.
Well, I'm thinking we could collaborate here. Little Costa del Sol Dad Seasoning, some kind of taco mix.
Brother, I'll run it by Todd. He's a great dude, and he'd
awesome.
probably be excited to talk more about it.
But
yeah,
taco
man,
mix.
We have a saison that is excellent with tacos. We have a jalapeno lime blend that is incredible with tacos, and a seasoning salt that I was talking about earlier, called Classic American Hatched, which is a hatched green chili based seasoning salt. So it kind of infuses, that good that you get from your standard everyday use seasoning salt. You get your salt, your garlic powder, your onion powder, but then we also have hatched chili, dehydrated hatched chili blended in with that formula. And so, it's an easy relationship with any type of Tex-Mex, any type of tacos. We use it a lot, man. Absolutely.
Now, anybody watching right now, if they hear that and they're like, "Oh, I need that." Where can they go online right now if they wanted to, while they're listening in the background on there, what website can they go to get that right now?
Absolutely. dadseasonings.com. It's got 2 S's in it. So Dad's Seasonings, all one word, .com. That's going to take you right there. If you are on X or Instagram, just look up Dad Seasonings, and we have the cartoon feller with the cap on it as our logo. And browse our website, man. We got, really something for everybody. If you're a novice cooker all the way up to a professional smoker and dedicated smoker griller, we got something for everybody, man.
I love it. I'm excited to try some of this. I know, John, we were talking last week and getting some seasonings down here and, getting in the kitchen with Chef Corey, who, our new chef, is amazing. And, getting in there, trying some different stuff, because we're not just, beef and chicken. We have an al pastor, so we're working with pork, we're working with beef, we're working with a lot of different, chicken.
The smash burger tacos, I think, need something with this.
I think it does.
Because we have the smash burger tacos, and I think we take some of this seasoning and it would be right on there on the meat. Mm-hmm. I think that would give that flavor right over the top.
Yeah, because the smash burger, what we do, we take the ground beef and we put that on the tortilla, and then it's a thin layer because it's a smash burger.
Oh,
then
yeah.
we slam that thing on the grill while it's on the tortilla.
Ooh.
And then, we hook that up with our special ingredients, a little chipotle aioli on there too with, lettuce, tomato, jalapeno.
Yeah.
And
I like it. I like it.
It's
we
good.
have I would say our best seller, guys, by far is it's called SPG. It's your salt, pepper, garlic, but it was actually picked up. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Chef Andrew Gruel out of California. You know Chef Gruel. So he picked up our SPG, and we have been in numerous videos. His family and him enjoy that more than anything else. And we are incredibly proud of that product. That is what I call, it's an everyday seasoning. And if you're grilling burgers, if you're doing the smash burger tacos, and the second that seasoning hits a hot flat top and that smell comes out, you're going to have people just coming in off the streets. I mean, seriously, I've had neighbors come over and say, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Burgers?" And I'm like, "I think it's the seasoning, man." And it certainly is. It really is. It's not just your standard SPG. We put our own little Dad Seasonings flair on that as well. But that is by far our number one with a bullet. It can be a brisket rub one day and be just a standard mix it with your eggs in the morning kind of seasoning. So that sounds like a happy marriage with that smash burger taco. Get that caramelization on there, a little crispy on the meat, and get that tortilla nice and crispy. It'll marry nice.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to try it out.
How many
Getting hungry talking about it,
different
man.
products do you guys have? Different seasonings?
Gosh. I off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. Easily 10 to 15. I think we're in that ballpark. Different seasonings and rubs. We have our traditional lines, which is like our SPG and our classic American seasoning salt, our jalapeno lime. And then once Scott and I started testing, we started the Tres Padres, which is the black label of the Dad Seasonings versus the white label. And that's going to have a brisket rub. That's going to have a sriracha. That's going to have an island umami, which is just an umami pop with pepper, garlic, some sweetness from pineapple powders. Great caramelization on that one. And one of our recent bestsellers, man, is the Ultimate Steak. The Ultimate Steak is kind of an SPG and a seasoning salt all put together in one, and it really is kind of a one-stop shop if you're looking to season up red meat. It's excellent on that. So I'd say around the 10 to 15 ballpark, and we're still working on new concepts, and we're still testing some new concepts right now. And we continue the flavor journey, man. We just keep on keeping on, and once we continue these ideas and these concepts and keep testing them, we're hoping to keep everything fresh and launching new product.
It's crazy that you said 20 years. I'm still in my head. I'm like, no way. It does not feel like 20 years ago. We were drunk in the middle of the street at 2 a.m. running out routes. On Watson Street.
I got to hear this story.
Oh, no. Key West, man. Key West. It's all you can really say, where you can, you can walk from the tiki hut just down the side street where there's no traffic, and you can just start running pass routes, posts, and curls, and just air it out. And dang, I think we finally stopped when my drunk ass tripped on a pothole or something. Maybe it was just my own feet. Maybe it was all the Jameson, and I hit the back of my head. I think that was like my 10th concussion of my life, and I was like, I'm not feeling so good. It definitely felt like I got in a car wreck the next morning. Not just the hangover.
He was running a slant route.
A slant route?
I overthrew it a little bit. A little bit.
I can't remember what you did.
10 is your fault.
Yeah, I'll take blame for that one.
Tripped on a palm frond. and ate some Key West gravel.
We used to. So when before the Alamo opened up in Key West, I was living like I don't know 4 houses down from you. I think something like that.
Yeah.
And there was a bar in the middle of our houses. There was a bar, Don's place. It was great.
So your house, another house, a bar, and his house.
Yeah,
like literally a bar.
Tiki bar outside.
Yeah, with the drive-through liquor store right next door.
Yep.
So we had this fun little game. See, John was a genius. He's like, we can save some money, and he had this porch that overlooked the bar. He's like, if we don't feel like going, I got this kegerator on my porch. And we would play this fun little game because there was that drive-up liquor store that I told you about. And drunk people in Key West would take scooters to this drive-in liquor store. And it's a gravel driveway. So we would have the whiskey with our beer, and then every time someone would fall off their scooter in the gravel trying to get out of liquor, you take a shot.
So how many shots we talking tonight?
Oh, man.
I was told there'd be no math.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Good times.
What I do remember, and this is one more really smart thing to do when you're drinking, is when Joe and I were down there, we worked at a local telecommunications provider, and the iPhone just dropped, and like the iPhone 1, and for some reason commissions were crazy, and everybody on the island needed an iPhone. So Joe and I had the brilliant idea after the iPhone launch day, and after we cleaned up and made a king's ransom in commission, to go to that very same bar, pretty much in my front yard, his side yard, and buy a bottle. And buy a bottle, the whole bottle of Jameson, at their bar price, instead of walking 8 feet to the liquor store drive-through and getting one for probably $100 cheaper. But we were ballers. We sold some iPhones. And so we just chose to pay that. That had to be your idea, dude.
That commission
That was not
check.
me.
That commission check. I've still never seen a paycheck like that.
No.
In my life.
No.
Why would they give so much commission? They know it's going to sell anyway.
So they didn't. This is iPhone 1.
No.
Like, you hear the hype, but they gave us $30 for every phone because you had to get an internet plan. So you would get the first, was it 2 months? Did they give us 30 or 60?
It was 30 for an iPhone, and then if you got
a text messaging plan, like we make like $60 an iPhone. And
it was ridiculous.
We were there. We had to get there like 5 a.m, I think. It was super early. There's, lines. And we are just, all we're doing is, we don't have to sell anything. It's like, iPhone, okay, here you go. And we're just activating. And, we'd run out. But I mean, that month, we'd get more in. All we were doing was selling iPhones. There was no other phone that existed in the world.
No.
And we're getting 60 a pop. We're activating one every 7 minutes. And we're working 12, 14-hour shifts.
To put it simply, there was no above and beyond customer service from Ballgame and myself. We were side by side, and it was just okay, you're getting internet, you're getting text. I'll take your $1,400, because wasn't it $700?
It was,
or something crazy.
Yeah,
for like a 16 gig. We'll take your $1,400. Have a nice day. Next.
Oh, God,
what's the return policy? Call Apple.
We didn't have to do anything.
Nothing.
Warranty, nothing. Call Apple.
There's a phone right over there. Call Apple.
Oh, God. And then they had this rewards program within the company. I think you got a smoker. We sold so many that we could go on this website and just get all these prizes, kind of. And you'd accumulate so many points. And I got a random hot dog roller because I just didn't know what to spend my points on anymore. Like a TV.
Do you still have the hot dog roller?
No,
that's the question.
No,
that is the question.
That got lost in some move. But I love that thing, man. I'd plug it in. I'd just put like 8 hot dogs on it and let it go through the day. When I'm hungry, just grab a hot dog.
Just
only
Joe lived in a Circle K. is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it was,
You had a popcorn
basically.
machine, a hot dog roller, and some ketos sitting right there.
Oh gosh.
I think that iPhone launch day, or not that day, but when we got the check and we bought that bottle of Jameson, I think Jill was our bartender. And we're like, we want the bottle. We'll just pay the bottle. And she tried to talk us out of it. She was like, this is stupid. Just go to the liquor store. Go sit upstairs.
We know we are stupid.
Yeah.
We will tip you well. Just give us the bottle. This is why we're here. This is why we're here.
Never forget. We're sitting there and we had not finished the bottle yet. And this truck pulls up with this boat right at the drive-through liquor store. And I looked at John. I'm like, yo, did you see that girl? He's like, yeah. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I was like, ever? He's like, I mean, yeah, she's pretty. I'm like, nah, the most beautiful girl in the world. So I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to her. He's like, well, she's with that guy, and like, there's a boat. It's probably not the best idea.
Don't do that.
Like, I'm gonna go talk to her,
And you did it anyway.
so I go up, and my pickup line was, I think you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I just wanted to come over here and tell you that. Worked.
Who was the guy?
Oh, I don't know. But he left. She stayed with us and hung out with us for, I don't know, another 2 hours. Yeah.
What was she thinking?
I don't know. She was a teacher too.
I was trying to be an excellent shit-faced wingman.
Great wingman.
You know, I was like, you should really talk to my nice friend Joe. He's a really good dude.
I'll tell you, we had so much fun working at AT&T. That was one of not the job itself was fun, but when you can sit there with one of your best friends and just kind of shoot the shit for 8 hours a day, and for whatever reason they put us next to each other. So
How many people working in this store?
probably 4 or 5 at a time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
4 or 5 at a time.
Everyone's just shoveling out phones every 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, on
Crazy.
iPhone day, I think there was 8 of us,
So you're making $200-300 an hour.
if not more. It
If
was
not
probably more.
Yeah.
It was probably close to $500 an hour.
Yep.
Insane.
Jeez.
AT&T caught out of that pretty quick, and that only lasted a
They
couple
shut
months.
that down.
Yeah.
Now your commission is $4.
Yeah.
Okay, people are going to buy this phone. Okay. We are our sales reps are making more than the regional manager. So we need to change something here.
Oh, God. And we had the best boss.
Oh,
This lady, Gail.
Dale,
Oh, loved Gail.
the Italian firecracker from Jersey.
Man, she let us get away with way more than she should have, but we were the top producers, so, you know.
Joe, get back in my office right now. You're breaking my balls.
All day.
All day.
She Oh God, there was one time I had made a mistake. I had Cowboy Bills used to do sexy bull riding every Wednesday night. And that John was married at the time, so he wasn't allowed to go every Wednesday. But I went every Wednesday. And sexy bull riding. So the girls would get on the bull, they'd take their top off, and it was like a $500 to $1,000 prize every Wednesday for whoever won. And you could, they'd call judges out of the crowd, or they'd bid on judges. It was a good time. One Wednesday, I come home and I'm a little intoxicated, a little bit. And I go through my freezer. I eat a chocolate. I'm like, num, delicious. And I remember sitting on my bed, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch some TV, go to bed. I got to be at AT&T at 9 a.m. And it's probably 4:30 in the morning at this point, because the bar closed at 4. And then I'm watching Superbad, and I'm trying to go to bed, and then Jonah Hill just comes walking out of the screen. Craziest thing I'd ever seen. What my roommate had not told me was that the chocolates that were in the freezer had a fungi in them.
Not a fun man,
Not
but
a
a fungus.
fun man, a fun guy.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So I remember, like, I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God. Oh no, this is bad. I got to go to work. So I stayed up and I remember getting out of the house. I'm like, all right, I got my truck. I got my scooter. I think the scooter's a safe bet here. It only does 40. I can't get in too much trouble doing 40 miles an hour. So I get to AT&T and John, could you tell right away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 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 You were, if you could, you were terrified, but you were so happy. It was a scare. It was almost, I don't know how else to put it. You're like, dude,
I'm here.
I'm not okay. You know? And you were so happy about not being okay.
How long did this last?
Well, I think you let me, because Gail was off that day. I think you let me take a nap. In the break room.
Yeah,
I did get a nap.
I pulled you in the back room, and I was like, dude, just lay down. I'm like, it's slow. I got it. Just lay down. But you kept coming out.
Yeah,
to try to work. And then one time you did help a customer.
The flip phone.
You talked them out of the iPhone to probably the most standard Nokia 2610. The most. You're like, you don't want that.
You got him a star tack.
You don't want it. It was like anti-commission, like opposite. Like, I know you want me to sell products that produce revenue, but not today. Today, I'm on Shrooms, and I'm going to talk this lady out of the internet on her phone and why she doesn't need it.
Did he make the sale?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And lost $62.
Exactly. I
remember telling her, because she was like, well, what is so great about this phone? Because I am like really pushing it. I don't know why. I just really wanted to sell this phone. And I just said, well, I mean, it flips. And like, I was looking at her like, you don't understand how cool a flip is?
And that's when all the phones were like tacked on the wall with like the zip line attached to them. And Joe was just like, flip, flip, flip. Look at it.
Look at it flip.
Look at the flip phone. It goes down and it goes up.
And she bought it.
I think she bought it out of fear, just to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And then he went back and took a nap again.
Joe, you're benched. Benched. We got away with way too much. We got away with way too much at that store.
That is the only job that I think I've ever been fired from.
You got fired?
And not because of that day.
What'd you get fired for?
So, like I said, Gail loved us. So I had maybe not come in on time a couple Mondays after, football games on Sunday. Let me go back a little bit. So John and I had a routine every Sunday. We were right down the street. We would meet at the bar that was in the middle of the houses, and then we'd walk to this bar called the Sports Page. Patrick, the owner, was great. They had our seats set up at the bar, our water's there before we would even get there, with ice, Titans game on this TV, Eagles game on this TV. It was amazing. And then you would get like $3 touchdown shots. So every time your team scored,
Tutty shots.
Yeah. And I don't even think he charged us half the time.
I think we forgot to pay sometimes too. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And you could walk home. That's the best part.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Or, I think Lauren drove us home a couple times.
But the problem with walking home in Key West is you pass 50 bars.
Uh-huh.
You pass 50 more bars. And again, right in front of Joe's house and my house is the home base. It's Don's. It's the tiki. It's the oasis in the desert.
I picture these two houses with like a bar right in the middle.
It's kind of what it was.
Literally picture
Pretty
house number
much.
1, house number 2, and bar right in the middle.
Yeah.
It was like my balcony, Joe's house, Don's. his side yard and my front yard. I went down there in my pajamas before.
What
to
time
get a nightcap.
what time was it open? Was it one of those bars that opens like 7 a.m.?
6.
The
inside.
The inside always had what was called the Breakfast Club.
Yep.
Where you have your hospitality folks, your servers. I mean, just your straight up. It's Key West. Just your straight up drunks. Just there. Every time I go to work, just that bar was full inside, open air with the window up, and they're just knocking them back
At 7
a.m. That's 7 a.m. That is 7 a.m. And the tiki, which we frequented, and Jill worked, who was our favorite. That one was kind of like an 11 to 12, I would say, Joe.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it would open
that would
like
stay,
afternoon.
Yeah. That pretty much stay open until the last person felt like staggering back home.
Yeah.
And it was usually Joe and me.
Yeah. And like you said, when we would walk home, I mean, Key West is a 2 mile by 4 mile island with 184 liquor licenses on it. I mean, every other house is a bar. I mean, obviously not that, but kind of the way you can always find alcohol in Key West.
Is it still that way?
Oh yeah, yeah. But I may have been a little late a couple times. At AT&T, we didn't work for a retailer; we worked for corporate. Like we were corporate AT&T. So they had rules where if you were late, you got a point, and I had worked myself up somehow to a final written warning, and Gail was like, "Just please stop." Like for 6 months, just. Please do not
6
come
months,
in late.
Joe comes in on time 5 days a week.
Stop with the bullshit.
Never gonna happen.
So she's like, look, I think at that point, wasn't she pushing me to be management?
Yeah.
But I couldn't be management because I was waiting for the Alamo to finish getting built anyway. But I couldn't be management with a final written warning. I guess a company rule.
And it rolled off if you were good for a month.
Yeah.
Or something.
So what I did, I'd done everything she asked. Football season was over, so it was a lot easier to get to work on time. And I had this countdown of when my final written was up. And I had it on the calendar. And
you had May 24th as my final day.
Yeah. So I was like, I called John. I'm like, hey, you're off today, but I'm going to call out because it was like I was done. So I was going to call out on my first day, like not being on a final written. And I'm like, let's go to the bar because how hilarious would this be? I'm going to call out on the final day. Like I'm off my final written. I can't get fired. So I call out. My math was off.
By 1 day.
Yeah. Yep.
1 day.
1 day. 1 day. If I just wouldn't have called out that day,
you would have been fine.
Even at the bar, I was like, Joe, you're sure it's today?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You're playing with fire,
sure.
Joe. You're playing with fire, buddy.
Oh sure.
Couldn't got one more day over it, and they fired you.
Yeah. Oh God, Gail. She cried. And she's like, well, I told you do so good for so long. I told you, what are you doing to me, Joe? I'm so sorry. I thought it was funny.
The regional comes down here. I got egg on my face. I'm talking all this good stuff about you.
She was. I felt so bad. Oh.
So, bless her heart. Wherever she is.
We got to call her.
Love Gail.
I mean, if we could find her number, because Joe and I, especially during hurricanes and stuff, we would get kegerated on my porch and we'd call her at 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Gail!
She would answer.
Gail, when's the store opening?
Always
We're
answer.
okay.
2 a.m. You're calling her. When is the store opening?
Yeah. Oh, love that woman. Dude, I would do anything for her still to this day.
We were just habitual line steppers. Yeah. And she loved us and hated us at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Bless her heart, wherever that sweet old lady is.
Oh, God. And then I think what hurricane was it? Because John's oldest daughter, the hurricane was I think a cooler hit him in the head, right?
So barometric pressure drops, hurricane comes in, I get hit in the head with a cooler, and then I go make a baby.
Yeah.
So I guess just those factors, and a normal kid, the kid's fine. She's got great grades. That was a kegerator night where, the unspoken rule, and maybe it's the same down there now, Joe, but, fives, you kind of got out of Dodge if you could.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 is just party.
Yep.
4 is like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah. If you got kids, you might leave with a 4.
Right. Exactly.
But God, I would ride my scooter around in the middle of hurricanes, having a blast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just walking down the road in a poncho, just wind's blowing you all around the street. And the funny thing about Key West, and their dedication to libations is that power goes out, all you hear one after the other is generator kick on, and they're all the bars saying we will not go quietly.
So those bars stay open during the hurricane pretty much.
Oh yeah. Don's place was great with the generator. They were nice enough to let me and John run a tab until when the power came back on. And sometimes it'd be 4 or 5 days. And we would spend 4 or 5 days at Don's.
I want to say it was Hurricane Ernesto, possibly, Joe, but we were at that outdoor bar at Don's and the water was at our ankles and just not a care in the world. It's flooding. This island's 3 feet above sea level. Like, okay. If it gets close to my balcony, we got trouble, but it won't get close to the balcony.
No.
We'll be fine.
No, God. That was one of the coolest times, and we were young enough where, the responsibilities weren't there yet. Obviously we had rent to pay and stuff like that, but we didn't really have responsibility.
No.
I think I had a car payment and rent. That was pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. Good time, good age, No mouths to feed yet, nothing like that. Just making sure, I get a cold beverage and a sandwich, and we're good, that if there were other factors at play, like worrying about school systems and, checkups and all that shit that comes with kids, then it'd be a different story by far. But man, too much. I don't know if we would be talking right now if we were still down there together. Probably not.
I don't think either of us would be alive.
No.
Not a chance.
It was for the best.
Who moved out of Key West first?
Oh, John did. Yep. John, he, we were talking about the hurricane, had his first child, and he was smart. He was like, we got to get the hell out of Key West.
I can't raise a kid here.
No.
I can't do it. People do and do it successfully. Good for them. At that time in my life, I was like, I need to focus, dude. I really need to lock in. I just created a human, so I need to lock in for a little bit. So we tucked tail and went back to Tennessee.
Yeah. John grew up and he matured, and I stayed down there and ran a bar for another 4 years. I think, give or take 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I bounced around all over. Spent time in Charlotte, Tennessee, Colorado, New Jersey, New Smyrna, I went back to Key West a couple times. But I waited till much later to have kids. Because I think your daughter, she's graduating this year, isn't she?
Just went to the junior prom, man. So she's got one more year of high school. Man, talk about feeling old as shit. You're just like, damn. You're like a smart adult person making good decisions. Wow. I am old, and you are smarter than me.
He was so much smarter than I was, though. I thought that, I'm going to enjoy my 20s and 30s. I'm gonna party it up, and I'm gonna have a great time. I'll have kids later in life. My body hurts. I'm tired. This shit would have been so much easier in my 20s.
And you got little ones.
I had a 3-year-old, and I'm 40. Terrible idea. Love her to death, but it was a terrible idea.
Better start on that prune juice and joint relief, osteo biflex. Is that what it's called? I don't know. You know, just got to keep it fresh. Keep moving.
If I sit down for too long, my right knee pops out of place. And then it takes me at least 5 minutes to get it back to where I can walk again.
Thanks, football.
Yeah.
That probably happened in the street throwing the football.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. What I have found is too much of any sitting or standing position is bad. Because I have a desk job as my full-time job. And dude, I'll be like, I can't feel my foot. I've been sitting in this position just staring at this screen for like 6 hours. I got to walk. And then you start walking, like, I am sore from walking now. You know, I'm always going to be some level of messed up. It's just how messed up am I right now?
So I can't wait for you to come down here. I want you to check out the restaurant and, see the new place. But it's upstairs.
Ooh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
My God, how many times a day Jeremy and I have to run up and down these staircases? God, it hurts.
Do like the kegs go up the same
Everything has to go up the staircase.
I took the 2 kegs up yesterday.
Oh God! Do you like play the Rocky theme in your head?
Yeah, I lifted over my head.
For that shit?
I lifted over my head and just start running up the stairs. I'm like,
It's like, what were we thinking on these stairs?
And we have a lift, like a handicap, because to be ADA compliant, you have to have a lift. It's not an elevator by any means, but it's a lift. And it can get somebody up to the second floor. And you would think, why don't you put that stuff in the lift, right? Well, it's so old and they're so expensive to fix that I'm scared to put stuff in the lift, because if that breaks, that's going to cost a fortune.
You gotta bite the bullet on that one, Joe. You gotta just say, you know what? If this thing breaks, then I'm breaking with it. Let's just do this. Let's rip the Band-Aid off, suck it up, and beam me up, Scotty. Let's go.
I think, Jeremy, you almost got stuck in there the one day.
Oh shit!
No,
didn't you? When I was trying to get the key and the key wouldn't work, didn't you?
I mean, you just had the wrong key. It was like 2 minutes, but I wouldn't call it stuck. But you're the wrong key. You're trying to put it. I'm like, try the other key, Joe. Okay, there it is.
So the elevator, it's supposed to like automatically unlock when it gets to its destination. Sometimes it doesn't.
Oh,
so you have to find the key to unlock and get the door open. Super fun.
Listen, I am at the age now where when we're on trips and shit, when I go up to that front desk at the hotel, I'm like, do you have anything on level 1? Like I'm just, even with the elevators, I'm just like,
you don't even want the elevator, the penthouse suite?
I just want to fall. I literally want to roll into my room. By the time, like if you do a Disney, and you got done to the theme park and you've taken 25,000 steps, and then you're back at the hotel and you look and you're like, son of a bitch, one more staircase for me. It just seems like death, That's why, hey, I mean, you're restaurant guys. You are on your feet. At least you're mobile. You're moving. You're moving around a little bit. Because I seriously have to sometimes I have to set an alarm on my damn phone to remind me, John, get off your fat ass and take like 100 steps, because you are sub 100 for the day and it's like 3 p.m. That's not good. You shouldn't do that.
-3 steps for the day.
Exactly. How did I lose steps? There was an auto correction from the night before.
Yeah, it is one nice thing. We get our steps in. I know I've lost probably 15 pounds in the last 4 months.
I haven't had to go to the gym. I just go to work.
Just go to work.
You're on that
up and down.
It's that soft opening diet.
We must go up and down probably 30 times a day.
Yeah.
At least 20 to 30 times a day you're up and down.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, hey, kudos, fellas. It's mentally and physically, it checks the boxes.
I've gotten in arguments with some of our distributors. He's like, "Oh, we're not taking it up the stairs." I'm like, "Then I won't buy from you." And the one distributor, it's in their union contract where they can't. Well, this sucks. They called my bluff.
Yeah, he called your bluff.
Find some, new German beer with like strong young men that'll come in and like throw them things up there.
Oh, throw 2 over the shoulder and go run up the stairs.
Exactly. Can I squeeze by you?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this Dad Seasoning. I'd love to, and when we're off air, we'll definitely talk, more about kind of collabing if we can collab on something to,
sure,
some kind of taco seasoning.
That'd be fun, man. That would be fun. Absolutely. Well, we're, like I said, man, we go by, those random thoughts and opportunities, and that's, really taking us into good places. And so, running back with the Padres and of course, let you know about that opportunity. That sounds like fun.
Awesome. And I do want to because we're going to place our order today. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to try, and there's a lot of stuff I have tried that's extremely good. Just stuff I've used on the grill. Like your base one that you were talking about is amazing. That one I've had. It's so good. I put that on burgers. I put that on just a grilled chicken. It was amazing on just a grilled chicken. So we're definitely, everybody go to dadseasoning.com, and that's 2 S's, right?
That's right. Dad Seasonings. Yep.
All right. And
that's it.
John, I appreciate you coming on the show.
It was fun, fellas.
It's been awesome catching up. And I think, and I'm almost sure the Eagles play the Titans in Tennessee this year, right?
We may have to have a friendly wager, and we might have to document it for the people.
I think so. And I think, the family vacation might have to be Tennessee this year.
Bring it, man. Wow. Bring the whole crew. I'll whip us up a brisket, man.
Love it. Well, I appreciate it, bud. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, fellas. Y'all have a good one. See you.
Too.
Bye.
Dad Seasoning. That sounds good. Costa Tacos, something.
Having our own seasoning like that, I think would be something special.
Yeah.
And that's something we could sell the actual seasonings in the restaurant. We could sell it on our website, and it's something we could collab with them, which I think, man, that would be great.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
And then, God, I don't even see what that is. I'm getting old. I don't have my contacts. Oh, there we are. I didn't know what our time was. I'm like, I think we're getting close.
We're getting close.
But I didn't realize it was that close. I guess we got to jump into Karen.
Come on, Karen. Come on, Karen.
Come on, Karen.
That's not a girl. That's just what we do here.
It's a good one this week.
What's that?
That still didn't clear anything up.
No, it didn't at all. I don't know where I was going with that. So we were talking downstairs, and that we were talking about the drunk uncle, and probably about a year ago, it was one of our favorite bars to look at their reviews because the owner would attack.
Yeah, it wasn't even like, "Hey, sorry," or "Hey, nothing we could do about it. That's how it is." He would attack them.
Yeah, and we got to talking. It's like, what's the right thing to do there? As the owner of a company, and not just a restaurant, any company. What's the right thing to do? Because your initial reaction every time someone criticizes you, you want to, give them, F you, you come try it kind of thought. But you got to remember, you're in customer service, and your job is to make people happy.
Well, the first thing I do is I thank them.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to write this. I mean, it starts off in good instead of a negative thing.
Yeah. And then we're like, I wonder if there's another drunk uncle out there. And we have not found anything like the drunk uncle, but we found a couple.
By the way, the drunk uncle lost their liquor license.
They did, yeah,
about a year ago.
All the I guess it was all that. They said sexual harassment, which I'm sure that had nothing to do with the Google reviews. That was probably just a whole nother issue. But the way he treated people was pretty much the city decided to revoke the license.
And 9-0. Not even like one person.
Yeah,
said-
not one person wanted to keep
9
it.
people said, you're done.
All of city council was like, get
You're
out
done.
of town. And, I feel bad for him, but I get it. But we found Sunnyside Sliced. Found something from them. They this place is the biggest ripoff I've ever had to deal with. 2 beers and 2 slices of pizza was $45. That's just wrong. You guys suck.
It does seem a little high.
I agree.
I mean, even an IPA, something like that, $10 a piece, $12 a piece. 2 slices, and he's if that's correct, he said 2 slices a piece.
2 slices.
They
and 2
each got a
beers.
slice, and they each got a beer for $45. That seems a little high.
I think I mean, I would not spend that much on a slice of pizza.
No, you can get a
Okay.
whole pie for $20.
Yeah, and maybe it's a
But I'm
specialty
curious.
pizza,
I'm curious
but-
to still see what the pizza and the beer was.
Yeah, because I mean, even if it's an IPA, I mean,
An IPA, you got $12-14, let's say, right?
All
I
right.
mean, most IPAs, I guess it depends on where they're at. What city are they in?
they are. Well, that's a good question.
I wouldn't even say New York or LA or Chicago. You would see,
Sunnyside Slice, Mentone, wherever that is. I'm not sure.
but I just don't see how 2 slices of pizza and 2 beers was $45. I mean, a slice of pizza would be $12-13 a piece. A beer would be $15-18 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just a little overboard, but maybe it's in a rich part of town. Maybe it's fine dining pizza. Is there such a thing?
Maybe it's a small, like personal. I just look at a slice. Can't be a slice.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a personal pan or something.
From what I looked, they almost looked like they did specialty pizzas. Like they had a square one, and they weren't evenly round. Because I saw a review where they're like, "Well, we don't have to make it round. It's our pizza. We can do whatever we want." But I liked the response to this, and I don't think it's a way I would ever go about a review. But the owner says, "Hi, Anders. I price the pizza that way so that we don't have to deal with certain people twice."
Basically, don't come back.
Yeah. Like, I think he's like, you're not our crowd. You can't afford us. Like, and that's coming from a pizza parlor.
I got mixed feelings. I mean, I get it. Unless you're in a tourist area where they're going to come no matter what.
Wow.
And a review like that, but I mean, that's a dig.
Huge. Like, he basically just called him trash.
Right. Because you can't afford it.
Yeah. I would never, I wouldn't even want to go that harsh on a review. Like, I would never want to insult someone's, I guess, livelihood. You know,
Right. But it seems high. $45 for, again, I don't want to be a dead horse, but $45 for 2 slices or 2 pizzas.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they were full larges. That would kind of make sense, or full mediums or something. But
Yeah, if it was a full pizza, but I mean,
the thing
rich
that-
part of town, I guess.
yeah, there'd be anchovies or something on it, or caviar on it.
Oh, you do like stupid things on pizza. I forgot.
Ham and pineapple, buddy.
I'm all right with the ham. The pineapple's got to go.
Why?
And
what is wrong with pineapple and ham? It's a little
pineapple
sweet,
should
little-
never go on pizza. It wasn't made to go on pizza.
It's called a Hawaiian.
It's a
pizza.
fruit. You don't put fruit on pizza. It's for meat and cheese and some sauce.
And veggies, right?
No, I don't put veggies on that shit either. I'll do sausage,
But
bacon,
jalapeno,
pepperoni.
but
I'm okay
jalapenos
with-
on a pizza is okay, but
I
not.
don't do that either.
But ham and pineapple is not good.
I come from the Northeast. We are the pizza kings. You know, I'm a cheese pizza kind of guy. I'll eat pepperoni. I'll eat sausage. I'll eat bacon on there. I'll put ham on there. But I am a cheese pizza kind of guy. I judge every pizza place by their cheese pizza. I will always go in and get a cheese first. And if their cheese isn't great, I will not go back. I don't care what anyone, it could be the greatest Hawaiian pizza
Hawaiian
in the
pizza.
world, and I will not do it. And I wouldn't do it even if they had a great cheese, because it's just dumb. But
Hawaiian pizza's dumb.
it is. It's dumb. And last time I don't know when I said this. I've said it before, and I thought I would have.
That's our next bet.
I thought I would have so many people by my side, and it was a 50-50 split.
Hawaiian's not bad.
It's just,
telling you.
it's just not a pizza. Call it something else.
What about you ever had a burger with a pineapple on it?
No, but I would.
A Hawaiian burger. I mean, they have like Hawaiian. Like one of the
I would eat
local
that.
restaurants here has like a Hawaiian burger, and it's got barbecue sauce, burger, bacon, and a piece of pineapple on it. What's the difference?
I'm okay with that.
With cheese and lettuce and everything else. What's the problem?
Okay.
But ham and
It's
pineapple
not
is-
pizza.
So it's the thought of pizza having pineapple on it.
I mean, a burger can have whatever you want on it. A pizza cannot. Pizza is.
Are
made
you a
certain
burger
way.
guy with peanut butter?
I've never had it, but I'd try it. I'd be okay trying it.
Yeah, see. I just don't. I
I
like
just
peanut
can't leave you alone on this one anymore. You're not fending for yourself at all.
What?
The acidity in the pineapple juice breaks down the tomato sauce, and it doesn't taste right. It doesn't run right.
Yeah,
Have you ever
ruins it.
tried it?
It ruins it.
Have you ever
Ruins
tried it? It ruins it?
It ruins it. Yes,
Yeah.
it ruins the sauce. It breaks the integrity of the sauce apart, and it doesn't cook right. You get greasy oil bubbles in the bottom there. It's not right.
So you're taking his side?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the moon landing? Because then you'll take my side.
Look, he's from the Northeast. We're from the same area. We know pizza.
Yeah,
That's what
the
we
same
do.
area that actually has.
Have
real
you actually
pizza.
ever tried it?
I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I've looked at it.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's gross. It's wrong. Doesn't belong there.
It's the worst thing to happen to this country.
Ham and pineapple on a
Yeah.
pizza is the worst thing to happen in this country.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jersey Shore was pretty bad.
What? They're still on TV.
Really?
The Jersey Shore. Their
No,
final,
it's like a rep episode. They're doing
No,
like a reunion or
terrible.
something.
their final season is this year.
No,
They're
they've
not Jersey
no.
people.
They've been off for years. They're doing
they've been back for 5. The Jersey Shore family reunion is what they've had. It's been on for like 5 seasons.
they've had
been-
5 family reunions.
They've been back for 5 years. They go to a house. I don't even know if they go to
Jesus.
Jersey anymore. I think
miss
they
the
go somewhere
real-
else.
I miss the real world.
I always wanted to be
The
on that
real world
show.
Key West. Remember were you down there during that time?
Yeah. So, oh God, I'd blow MTV up right now. So, Real World Key West, we got rocked by a hurricane.
They showed that on the episode, didn't they?
No, yeah, they thought they did. They bullshit. But no,
Tell me how you really feel, Joe.
We didn't have power for a month. Like it was.
What hurricane was it?
Wilma. It was terrible, like awful. And then they were like, "Oh, we're doing Fantasy Fest." No assholes. Fantasy Fest was canceled that year. People lost all of their shit. Like it was bad. And MTV's running around on Duval Street pretending it's Fantasy Fest when you know what? Fantasy Fest was the biggest moneymaker of the year for the service industry. And they're sitting there mocking everybody like it's Fantasy Fest and asking people to dress up.
Wait, they
for
made
the
it.
camera.
They tried the Fantasy Fest?
We didn't have a Fantasy
What, they
Fest
brought
that
like
year.
80 people out there and said, let's
Yeah.
dance around?
Yeah. It was so dumb.
You were mad.
I'm still mad.
Were you out there?
No.
Did you see them when they were out? Did you ever see them like the cameras and the?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, they were out. They were out all the time. But yeah, I always wanted to be on that show though.
I tried out for the show.
I sent in a
The
videotape.
Tampa one, I got to like the 3rd round.
Did you?
Like I went to the restaurant that was holding it, and you do like a little on video camera interview. They said they'll call you by 3 o'clock. I got a call to come back. So I came back and I did another like interview with less people, more like, I don't want to say judges, but more like crew that was there. And then they said, okay, we'll call you and we'll do you'll either hear from us or we'll do a call. I got a call back and I did another interview over the phone. Like that was like questions like, do you believe in this? Do you think this? What was it? Like situations. Like,
Yeah.
Gay marriage. Do you believe in gay marriage? And then you're answering like questions to see if you're argumentative type of thing.
Yeah, they want to see.
So I
who's
got to
gonna-
that round, and then I never got. They're like, okay, well, if you don't hear us from by like 6 o'clock tomorrow, type of thing, and then I never heard from them again. But I think I got down. I mean, that's pretty good. There's
That's
probably
awesome.
thousands of people that went to the Tampa one, and then I ended up getting to like about the 3rd round. I don't know how many rounds there were, but like I wasn't the top in the top, but I definitely got a couple rounds in.
I sent in a videotape and I never heard anything back. My videotape just I don't know. what
No, I
happened
skipped
to it.
school. I skipped the college classes to go to. I was like, I gotta go to this.
The only thing I got on with MTV, I was on MTV Say What Karaoke.
Really?
Remember that show
Yeah.
with Tech Money?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was 18. It was like right after high school, and they were doing the MTV Spring Break in Key West, and it was at Fat Tuesdays. So I walked into Fat Tuesdays. I just saw them filming something. Like there was shit going on everywhere for MTV Spring Break, and it was Say What karaoke. So I was like, all right, I'll sign up, sure. And I did that. I'm too sexy for my
shirt.
And yeah, so
you took your shirt off, didn't you?
I did. I took my shirt off, and I brought there was like 3 or 4 girls that were like in the front row. I brought them up to dance with me, and then I twirled my shirt and threw it into the crowd. Such a good time.
And you went on the next round?
No, I didn't make it.
All that, you didn't
All
make
that, and I didn't make it, but I did make TV.
Really?
Like I was one of the.
You have the episode? I wanna see the episode.
I'll have to see it. I'm sure it's on YouTube. But yeah,
Joe taking his shirt off at Key West.
I made the
I am not
how they
Googling that.
show a couple of the failed ones, like before after, however it went.
You were one of the failed
I was one of the failed ones.
Hey, it's all right. You made it.
This episode brought to you by Stir Hospitality.
Go to stirhospitality.com if you are a new restaurant. If you're a restaurant that is not seeing the profits that you used to,
Bar and nightclub.
bar and nightclub too, they will get you back in the black. Stirhospitality.com.